It's week one, day one of the LCS Spring Split with coverage brought to you by Alienware. I'm joined right now by Palafox from CLG with a fresh start against Dignitas. You can take the players out of Dignitas, but you can't take the Dignitas out of Dignitas, right?
yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That game was literally just like my team ran over them. It wasn't even close. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think it was? Is that like you guys just killing it as rock stars, or how much of that was also them dropping the ball?
I mean, I'm pretty sure just like, we're the same 5 roster as last year. I mean, I don't know why we don't have more expectations on us, but honestly, fine.
It's because you didn't go to Worlds last year.
Yeah, but we should have. We should have.
I mean, okay. How much of your ceiling? Because this is well, we can have this real conversation now.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people think we saw what CLG's ceiling was last year, and it was not enough. And then there's an idea that like the league has leveled up since then. So if you guys have already hit your ceiling, then the rest of the league should surpass you. That is like I'm not saying that's my opinion. I'm just saying that's what a lot of these power rankers are thinking.
Um, huh. Well, I mean, it's weird, right? It's like the idea that like there's a ceiling, right? Because like Bjergsen has been playing since like season 5, or like not season 5, like season 2, right, or season 3. Technically, he kept growing as a player. Obviously, he wouldn't be able to play as a pro with the skills he had back then, right?
I mean, but a lot of people think he hit a ceiling a while ago, and he's now doing worse than he did. Like, there's a lot of Bjergsen's a bad example because the community thinks that he's fallen off.
I see. I mean, he would
Go look at the Reddit thread from today. It's a lot of anti-Bjergsen stuff.
really. Okay, well that sucks. Well, anyways, I mean, I don't know. To put in perspective, even the past like 2 weeks are the best practice we have had, like even including last year. So, I mean, at least for me, like I just have even more expectations for myself. I think. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Like when I went to Korea, I got sick for like 2 weeks. I didn't hit Challenger for like the first time in super long, and I was like, all right, fuck, I'm so washed. But like I was sick for 2 weeks, so at the same time, like it sucks. Um, so I wasn't coming in with like that much expectations, but like after the scrim results I've been seeing, I'm pretty.
Okay. Everyone I talked to today has said that their scrim results have been amazing. So are you guys not playing each other? Like, who are you? Are you guys just playing like academy teams? Like, how's everybody having amazing?
I would consider the teams we're playing like pretty good. Yeah, I don't know. Like it's all relative, right? Like maybe against us they're not doing it that well, or like maybe we're going like even, right? But like in our eyes, a lot of the scrims we've had are like we win the games we're supposed to win. We're ahead in the games. We lose because we're like inting, right? Yeah. And it's more of a discipline problem than like a problem of like actually getting to that point where we're gonna win. It's like, all right, guys, I'm gonna walk up on side lane and hit the fucking tower and kill myself. Dokla did it once this game, and top lane, but you know, I mean, I have pretty high expectations for myself. Yeah.
All right, that's fair. Do you feel like the other part of the conversation is true though, that the league has leveled up? Because people are like, oh my god, like FlyQuest is like putting together this crazy roster, and people are excited about Piosik coming over here right after World Finals, and oh my god, Double Lift is back. You know, like there are a lot of storylines. Like people have said that this year feels like it should be the most competitive we've ever had. Even Dignitas, who I know you guys just trashed, has like Jensen and Santorin, great players on it, right? So, do you feel like the league has leveled up around you at all?
Yeah, I mean, 100%. Like you said, like every team got better, even the bottom teams got better. So naturally, there's going to be like a push up in competition. And I mean, I don't know why I feel this way, but like I feel like this year will be easier than last year, even though the competition is better. So
Why?
because we haven't hit our ceiling yet.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
You're feeling like the big growth for the team.
I do. Yeah.
So when you say you're having good scrims, is it just you're like beating teams that? Because some people say like scrims are going well because we're trashing people. Other people say scrims are going well because like we're learning and growing so much. Like, do you feel like you guys are leveling up a ton?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of that feeling more than anything. Because, like, obviously we're still, like, I would say more often than not we're winning scrims. Actually, 2 weeks ago, we were not winning scrims. And then after, like, that week, we're like, all right, guys, we need to actually start, like, being more disciplined. And, like, our coaching staff has done a really good job about, like, giving us goals to work on. And people have been a lot more disciplined in scrims. I think like everybody's mental is really good, and we're growing a lot. On top of growing, like we're like immediately seeing the results of it. So it's like we're winning and we're growing. And the games that we're losing, like we should have won them type deal. Yeah.
All right. I mean, everybody has games that they should win. It's about if you actually win the game, right?
Yeah. I mean, like I said, like okay, if you lose a game because like it's 20 minutes, you walk down bot lane and like let's say I walk down bot lane is like Syndra, and I'm just like I'm gonna hit this wave because I'm like autopiloting and I die, and the enemy team gets banned from it.
You're like we should have won that, but
No. It's like we're like 5k gold ahead too, and then it's like now it's a 5v4. They're gonna go hit the Nash. My team is forced to go 4v5. Let's say we lose it, we lose the Nash, right? It's like, okay, did we really lose?
yes, the answer.
No, it's
the answer
not.
is
The
you
answer
lost.
is not.
The answer is
No.
you lost because
No.
like that shit happened with Team Liquid a ton last year. Like there was a ton like
Then
LCS.
They're bad.
Okay, so why is it that they can lose
Because
the games?
they're not on stage.
Okay. So the real test is just if you were doing it in scrims but not on stage.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. I'm not trying to suggest you are bad. It is just that I've heard players say this before, or tried like people have tried to justify even on stage performances being bad because like, what's the famous Scar line of like, oh, up until they lost, they were winning, and so I just like it's just always like a funny situation, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is an interesting thing. This is what's happening here afterwards.
No.
They're doing like an after party for the opening day.
Yeah.
But what's fascinating is I'm so curious because over there they had an inflatable, like
Right. Yeah.
where you can like go punch people and stuff like that, or like bounce in it or something, and they've now just deflated it. So maybe the party's canceled.
Sag.
They saw what you guys did to Dignitas, and they're like, "Wait, this is not a moment of celebration."
Yeah. I mean, I was even telling Drew like I wouldn't mind doing the interview on the bull. That would have been real fun.
We would be rolled up by now because it's now they're putting it away. That would have been good content, though.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what are the teams that you think are competitive with you guys? No one, apparently.
I'm trying to see what I can reveal without like.
Everybody's been telling me
When is the interview coming out?
it'll be after tomorrow. So everybody,
after tomorrow.
yes, everybody's been telling me like, oh yeah, we played these guys in scrims or something like that. So I'm not trying to encourage you to leak. I'm just saying people have not been very subtle in these interviews today.
I mean, I think EG is going to be good. I think C9 will be good, and then past that, like, okay, like we scrim Fly, and I felt like we just shit on Fly, like, yeah, and like,
Which is very interesting because they just kind of destroyed 100T today.
yeah. So
Not 100T.
yeah, was it?
No, Cloud9 played 100T. Team Liquid. They played
Oh,
Team Liquid.
yeah,
They
yeah.
crushed Team Liquid.
So that's why it's like when I think about it, it's like maybe FlyQuest or like stage players, but like the ways we went like we scrimmed them 2 days or something this week. We had a very positive win record, and the games we lost were like they were I couldn't believe it.
Okay.
They were like just they were.
Do you know when you play them on stage? Like, do you know how long until you play them? Okay, so I want to warn you because I interviewed Prince today, and I was like, oh, why did you do so well against Team Liquid? And he's like, well, their players tweeted, and that made me angry because I guess they trash talked.
Yeah.
And he's like, and when I'm angry, I play 200% better.
Yeah, I'm the
so
same.
okay, so now he's going to see this interview of you being so confident about how much you thrashed FlyQuest, and then he's going to play better.
Yeah, I mean, I want him to. It'll be fun. It'll be more fun.
All right. The Palafox versus Prince rivalry is born in this interview. Very good. All right. Well, I'm sure a lot of CLG fans are excited about this. Oh, what did you think? Did you watch the hype video yet where you guys are like a cult?
I did not.
None
Yeah.
of the pro players have watched the video that came out today that they were all in, that I wanted to talk to them about. So I guess we'll just end the fucking interview. Is there anything you want to say to any of the fans out there?
I want to say hello to my #1 fan, Drew. I love you.
Very good. All right. Thank you so much for the interview. For everyone else, you can check out the rest of my coverage of all things LCS right here on my YouTube channel. As an American, I don't drink very much tea. But I tried some tea recently, and it was very good. I'm thinking about getting more into drinking tea. And that's great because if you are like that and you're interested, I'm going to be giving you the tea all year long for the LCS, all the coverage, all the news, all the interesting stuff right here on this channel. We'll do that on Hotline League. We'll do it in Blame Game. We'll do it on interviews, all the stuff. So stay tuned for more tea. And if you like that tea, it's brought to you by Alienware, who sponsored this video. Thank you to Alienware. Check out the link in the description below. They've got amazing products. And yeah, if anybody's got any good tea recipes, that's good. My first name is Travis. It starts with a T. So there's a lot going on here with tea.